If you have a pet like we do, chances are you have questions.
Yeah, that's why we love it when veterinarian Dr. Mike Hutchinson is here with some questions for us. Hey, Dr. Mike. Okay, I imagine this would be a very busy time for you with all these questions.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Thanks.
All right, Dr. Mike, so we thought we'd get a lot of fireworks questions, and we did get some of those, but PTL viewers, they had other questions too, mainly about cats here. So do you mind if we give you some of these?
Not at all.
Becky B, she says, is it necessary to feed cats both wet food and dry food?
No, you don't have to, but because a lot of cats are overweight, what I recommend, if you're going to feed both, only give a quarter of a cup, a level quarter cup of dry food in the morning, and that's it for the day, and they must finish it by noon or pull it away. And then give them a heaping tablespoon of wet food morning and night. And that will help. We call it the Catkins diet. It's higher in protein, lower in carbs, and it helps to get their weight down to an ideal weight.
So separating them, that's much easier.
The Catkins diet, I like
Yep.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Rose.
Carbs only in the morning.
Okay, good to know. Sounds like something we should follow too. But Rosemary says, I just got a kitten. She's 12 weeks old. What can I do to prevent her scratching furniture? Now, that's a good one for cats, for sure.
I love that question. So you want a scratch pad for them, and it could be anything from corrugated cardboard on a post, or you can buy them in stores, or you can reverse carpet and put the backing of carpet up because carpet catches their claws a lot. Some people, I had a cat that liked a log. So we'd pressure wash the log and put it in the freezer for 3 days to get all the bugs off of it, ticks especially. And then we would put it out, and the cat would scratch that. So you can put you can put catnip along the base that will attract them to it, and then reward them with, high reward treats when they scratch it. And that's how you teach them. And if you see them scratching the furniture, use a spray bottle or water or something, and don't let them know it's coming from you. And that will distract them away from the furniture.
That's good to know.
Bottle, yeah.
And how do we prevent them from scratching us? That's the other question, too.
That's the fun job.
Yeah, that's right. Sean, he wants to know, is it okay to put on music for his cats so they don't hear the fireworks? I'm assuming maybe cats get irritated or bothered by the fireworks just like dogs do.
Yeah.
I like that question, Sean. It is true that music soothes the beast. The frequencies of music are very healing and very soothing for all animals, including cats. And so the cats typically hide away when the fireworks are going on, so some of us don't notice them. But I love your idea. Absolutely. They have some relaxing cat music that's a therapy music for cats. It's at the frequency of the sea. I think it's 432 hertz, but they have different frequencies for different cats. I love it. Put the music on and soothe your cat.
Yeah, and what should you do for your dog, Dr. Mike? Is it kind of the same thing?
Same thing. Put them in a room, center room. If they're used to a crate, put them inside the crate and put some distracting music on, music that will soothe them. And that does help. Right now it's late in the day because we're going to have fireworks tonight and all weekend, really. So you just want to keep as calm as possible. And sometimes you have to stay there with them or else they'll get really upset. Remember, when we soothe our animals when the fireworks are going off, we are reinforcing that behavior. So it's a blend, and you could speak to your veterinarian about reconditioning their fear or phobia of fireworks.
Yeah, I love all of the cat questions that we got today. So, Dr. Mike, I'm just curious, what is the #1 question you get in regards to cats? What do people always ask you?
It's usually in relation to urinary tract disease because a lot of cats have trouble with the urinary tract. It's the #1 reason, second to vaccines, that cats come into the veterinarian. That's #1, not a very fun topic, but very common topic among the cat owners.
And I'm sure your advice is to bring them in to see you if they're having symptoms of frequent urination.
Certainly to see their veterinarian and get help, because there are things we can do to prevent them. And one of them is feeding a wet food diet. So I like that question about the dry and wet, but we want to get wet food into our cat's diet.
Yeah, see, the wet food circles all the way back.
Who would have thought it?
Yeah.
I mean.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Mike.
Thank
Good questions.
you. Yeah,
this
those
time
were really
around.
good questions.
Yeah.
So take care of your pets tonight.
All right, Dr. Mike Hutchinson of Animal General in Cranberry is a regular PTL contributor. You can also find him on KDKA Radio and on his podcast.